Welcome back everybody to the World's Worst Fishing. Okay everybody, so welcome back to the World's Worst Fishing. Thanks for being here today. And we're going to fulfill a subscriber request again. After I did the triple injector video, a lot of you left comments. You know, hey Dan, that's really cool. Why don't you try, you know, this color, this color, this color, and this mold, and a lot of really great ideas. And so I kind of said, okay, I can take a hint here. I got to do some more trip injector. So that's what we're doing today. We're getting back out the triple injector, and I'm gonna try to attempt a Roboworm color. So anyone that knows Roboworms, they have those kind of 3-layer colors that are really cool. And unless you want to sit there and hand pour them, you know, unless you have a triple injector in most molds, that's kind of out of the question. So we're gonna spend a little bit of time on one. If I get it, great. If I don't, you know, I'll tune it in at some other point. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it today because I want to get to a color that I think I can actually do well the first time, and that's a rainbow trout. So, you know, as soon as I got the triple injector, I thought baby bass, rainbow trout. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to go ahead and jump into this worm color. It's like a brown, black, and chartreuse. Let me show it to you. I actually have a sample here. Yeah, there it is right there. I believe they call it bluegill. So, or something like that. Brown bluegill, black bluegill. We're gonna try that. Okay, so there is the target right there. And what makes this difficult is that a worm is so thin that these colors, because you only get a thin strip of each color, right, in such a narrow worm, because I'm gonna make it in a finesse worm, that getting the colors saturated correctly to where they don't play off of each other is going to be difficult, because you have brown and black, which are both dark colors, and then you have this green on the bottom there. It's real easy for that black to kind of overpower that green, and basically the green side won't look green, it'll just look too dark. So I think I need to get these really saturated for success. If you look at this picture, that worm is not see-through whatsoever. So what I've chosen is just some dead-on brown, just my Lureworks black that I always use, and then some dead-on chartreuse lime, which to me looks to be about the exact shade of green that I want. So I have my dead-on plastic black bucket worm blend cooking up in the microwave. And again, just to show you what I'm doing, obviously triple injector. This is a bass tackle mold. Oops. It's their 6 1/4 inch flatworm, I believe it's called. Man, let's just all take a second to admire how awesome clear plastic is before we ruin it with color. It's just so pretty. All right, enough with that. We're actually going to change it up. Instead of doing what Roboworm did, we're going to do what we're going to do. We're going to use some mint brown for this brown side, because it has that beautiful kind of greenish color to it. Well, you can't really see it there, but that's going to really set this off and put it, I think, over the top, hopefully. So let me show you real quick what I mean by this mint green or mint brown. Obviously the main color is brown, but when you see that knife, see how all of a sudden it's green too? I think that's going to look really cool, because we're also going to have this green bottom. So then black in the center, and I think the black is where you have to be careful. If you get it too thick, you know, black is always the dominant color, and so it will kind of overpower, I think, the other ones and just darken them to the point to where you kind of lose the saturation of each three, and it's just going to look too dark overall. But you know, I want this to be thick enough that I can see it layered in between. So I don't know, maybe a couple more drops. And you know, I don't have a lot of experience with this triple injector yet, and you know, like I said in the first video, using the triple injector to get really even triple laminates requires pretty much no more learning curve after you have gotten familiar with the dual injector. This right here is the hard part, is getting your colors to work together in that triple laminate setting. This is where you can really make it or break it. Oh yeah, I like that green. So what we're gonna do is we're going to back up the camera, and like I like to do, we're just gonna sort of drizzle out a little bit of each color here. Ooh, got a gnat buzzing around me. And just kind of see how they interact with each other. And just kind of see what we get. You can see that brown already looks kind of too dark by itself. It's the right shade, I think, but when up next to that black, I'm not sure if we're gonna really see it well enough. So I might try to lighten that brown somehow. Okay, I decided to leave it as is, and we're just gonna run one mold, just sort of a test run to see if we need to troubleshoot. So here we go. Always want both your gloves, by the way. When, well really, do that anyway, whether you're laminating or tripling. Here we go. That might have actually worked. It looks really good there on the opening of the sprue. I can see all the colors well. I think if anything I might need to add a little bit more of the green just to up the saturation on that, but fingers crossed. Alright, so first let's look at the blending block because it's just pretty cool by itself. And you can always kind of go by this to a certain extent to see how your color might turn out. Yeah. Yeah, very nice. I think that'll look good. There again, that picture of that Roboworm is a professional photo with real lighting to get all the color across to the viewer. So it may be darker in person, and in fact, in all likelihood is, looking at pictures of baits, I know just from my experience, we try to brighten the image to really let you see the color. So, oh, that's really not half bad. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. I'm trying to think how's the best way to show this to y'all. So there's the runner. You can see just kind of how dark everything looks. Try to brighten up the lighting. But if we take one of these, you can see I could actually use a little bit more black. Let me see if I can really get in close. You can see I could use a little bit more black, actually, and the green looks really good. There again, just looking at this picture, boy, that is really close. I mean, that's obviously, like I said, a little bit brightened. If I wanted to match that picture, I would have to use a little bit lighter shade of brown, I think. Or add maybe one drop of white just to lighten up that brown. And then maybe thicken the black slightly. And I don't know, I think we got a winner though. Alright, and now we're going to do a full run. We went ahead and did all those things that I said I was going to do. I added a little bit more green, a little bit more black, and lightened up the brown just slightly. Probably can't even tell on camera, but we're going to try to get a full run, all three molds, and see what we get. Alright, here's number one. Just in case you couldn't count. Number one. Oh yeah. It's number two. And here we go. Mold number 3. All right, looking good. Well, again, that blending block is looking pretty sexy there. So that's probably as close as I can get it right now with these 3 cups of plastic. You know, if I wanted to dial it in, I'd have to mix up some more. But I'm pretty happy with that. So, you know, it just kind of shows, you know, how well a straight symmetrical worm like this will laminate with the triple injector. And, you know, how fun it is to get these triple colors. So we're about to take these out of the molds, take a look, and then move on to some rainbow trout. Okay, even though we've already had some drumming today, join me in a drum roll, please. Let's see if we did any better. I think that we did. So let's bring it up here. I love how thin well, you can't really see it. I'm just gonna have to take them off. I love how thin the black line is. Oh my God, y'all, look at that. That's it. That is it. Very hard to kind of tell the differences from the other ones, but I mean, if that's not it, come on, focus. Well, anyway, there it is. You can see the triple effect there. Okay, and there they are. Look at that. And I'm sure maybe different molds do this a little bit different. So perhaps a different style worm mold, the black line might be a little thicker. Hard to say. But man, really happy with those. So there is a Roboworm color. So yeah, definitely gonna have to hang on to those. Okay, it's the return of the Angling AI jerkbait mold, which did so well in the first triple injector video with that green color shift shad. And we have our ingredients for our rainbow trout. We have some green pumpkin, some pink of course, some white pearl for the belly, and just some little black flake. That's it, keeping it simple. We're not gonna just load it up with a bunch of color shift and other things. We're just gonna do a simple trout. And I think the triple injector will do the rest. Okay, so now we have switched to the black bucket jerkbait blend, and let's go ahead and build this color. So we're just going to use regular green pumpkin. Oop, over here. I'm just going to kind of add some till it looks right. What's fun about this triple injector is that I can basically mix up colors the same way I would for like hand pouring. So for example, this would be exactly how I would mix this up to hand pour this in like the little 4-inch swim bait mold from AI. This is exactly what I would do. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Now some pink in the center. See what we get. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Maybe a smidge more. Trying to want to get them all sort of even as far as saturation and opaqueness and all those factors. And then just some white pearl for that bottom. Beautiful. The rainbow trout colors just go together so well. Just almost no matter how you do it, it's going to look nice. So that's pretty much it. Now we're just going to add some small black flake to each color. So I just have, boy, this is old, some old Lure Craft 0.015. All right, so here we go, and not too much, just enough to give things a little bit of texture. There we go. So if we look at these, it's like adding pepper on your food. You don't want to use too much, but just enough is right. So that's basically all we did was pepper our colors. And yeah, I just need to heat these back up to get them to full working temperature. and we're ready to go. Okay guys, we have all our 3 pretty colors lined up in a row. Top side on this mold is left side, so I want the pumpkin on this side. Obviously the center gets the pink line, and then our pearl on the bottom. So, wish me luck. Looks pretty already. All right, feeling good, looking good so far. The color looks good on the top of the sprue. It's always important. Hard to push today. I need to add a little bit more oil to this thing. It'll definitely strengthen your forearms. You'll be a really good arm wrestler. Really good arm wrestler after a couple months with this thing. All right, blending block looking really good there. So I think there's a high probability this one will come out looking really good. All right, let's look at our first trout here. Oh yeah. Look at him from this side first. Look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's as breathtaking as the core shot. And in fact, I could have gone a little lighter on the pink, because it kind of overpowers that top. You look at it from the top, you don't quite see as much green watermelon as I'd like, but heck, I'm not complaining too much. Stop moving over. Yeah, look at that. There it is, you guys. Just that simple. Rainbow trout jerkbaits, triple injected. Man, let's get the other ones out. All right, and we did one more round of the rainbow trout jerkbaits. So here they are. Try to spread them out to where they look nice. Yes. There you go. All 24 of them. Right? 24? Yes, 24. Beautiful. There it is. Simple color to make, but when you get it just right in a hand pour or in this triple injection like this, it's hard to beat. This would work obviously for bass, but also very much so in saltwater as well. Yep, that's thumbnail right there. That is beautiful. Hope you guys have enjoyed some more triple injector action. Now, coming soon are obviously going to be new and different colors, but we're also going to take the bar off and see what we can do about getting some triple swirls. We'll do some more Roboworm colors. There's a lot to come with this thing, so just be patient. I can't film it all in one day, but yeah, some super fun stuff. And yeah, actually, can't forget these. Yeah, can't forget those as well. So really cool stuff today, and I hope y'all have enjoyed. All right guys, well that's gonna wrap this one up. Thank y'all for tuning in today. We're going on vacation this weekend, so when you see this, when this video goes up, I should be in the mountains. I'm gonna be in a little town called Helen, Georgia. Beautiful area in North Georgia, and there's lots of German beer, German food, German restaurants. We've gone up there for their Oktoberfest before, so I'm gonna be having a good time hopefully. And again, thank you all for being here today. Many more videos to come, many more triple injector videos to come, and some more wooden lures to come. So I have a couple ideas. That was completely wrong. I have a couple of ideas for my next wooden lures. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for them if I can pull them off, which Pretty sure we can, but it's going to be quite a challenge, but we enjoy a good challenge. So thank you guys for being here today, and shoot me lots of comments down below, of course. Let me know which ones were your favorite. Did you like the Roboworm match, or did you like the Trout? So I got to go with the Trout because, I mean, golly, we all know how much I love the Trout patterns, but that Roboworm was definitely a lot more difficult, and there's a couple more if they're triple laminate patterns that we're going to do. So be on the lookout for those as well. I'm rambling too much. See you guys later.